Charlie Boss, the only boss with one S. Happy new month to all of you. Welcome to a month of new possibilities. Do you know why life has been made so easy? It's because of Tap Send. People, Tap Send is here to make your life easy if you want to transfer money to Ghana, if you want to transfer from USA, if you want to transfer from UK, Europe, Canada, a lot of places all to Ghana. And guess what? When it comes to Ghana, there's no e-levy charge. So, what are you waiting for? Download Tap Send on Google Play Store and App Store and be ready for exciting offers coming your way each time, every time on Tap Send.
Tap Send. Send more, spend less.
Hello guys, I welcome you live on SBTV Africa. My name is DJ Nyame. Make sure you follow us on our channel, The Voice of the Community. Subscribe to our channel for more. Like, share, invite your friends to join SBTV Africa. Today I have with me my main man, Patrick. We have some breaking info to give you guys. So Patrick is here with me. Like I said, I keep saying every week I'll bring Patrick in when we have one or two things to talk about. But last week we didn't do anything, but today he's here. So let me just go straight with Patrick, and then we touch on one or two things. Today we are going to talk about the participation in the domestic debt exchange program. The latest update in money matter we can't talk. Those way bond money and all those things. So Patrick, I welcome you live on SBTV Africa. How be?
What's that day?
Everything cool?
Oh, Charlie. We are still cool. Trying to manage.
Last week we couldn't meet.
Yes. Last week, because of schedule, up and down. But we are back. As we are back.
Charlie, what's up with any updates? Latest update on
the debt exchange.
Debt exchange. Yeah.
Okay, so this morning, around I think 6-7 thereabouts.
Today is Val's Day,
yeah,
so
this 14th now.
14th.
So the Ministry of Finance brought a press release on the status of the debt exchange. So I'm sure someone will be watching the first time. What is debt exchange? Let me just do a recap. Government is not able to pay people that it's owing. So has decided that those that they are owing, they will go into an arrangement to extend the duration of the loan that they've taken from them, or the investment that people have with the government. So some of them, if your investment is maturing 1 year, government is saying that, okay, why don't we take it to 5 years, 10 years, 15 years? So that's what we call the debt exchange program. There are two parts of the debt exchange, the domestic one and the foreign one. So the foreign one is foreign companies who have given Ghana money, and Ghana is supposed to pay them. So we call that foreign debt exchange. The domestic ones are individuals like you and I who have fixed deposit, bonds, treasury bills with the government. So government has decided that, first of all, let me deal with the domestic one. So like people, Ghanaians who have funds with government. They started a process somewhere, I think, November, December, thereabout. I remember the president came and did a press conference that debt exchange is good for us, and it's not going to touch treasury bills, it's not going to touch bonds. So that's when it started. Then institutions like the banks, finance houses, everybody came on board that, oh, they don't agree, I agree, blah, blah, blah. So when we realized that, or government realized that pension funds was going to be a challenge, because all the people that are working the government institutions, so like the teachers, nurses, they're all part of the pension fund. So they gave government an ultimatum, as in deadline, that if government that could take the pension funds out of the domestic debt exchange program, they were going to go on strike. So government was scared, so it took off the pension funds. And the moment government took off the pension fund, there was a hole that government has to fill before they present to IMF, because IMF has asked them that they have to meet certain limit of people signing up onto this particular program. And if they don't meet that limit, they will not give Ghana the money we are expecting. So the moment pension funds went out, government said that, okay, if pension funds are out, then the other people we can involve is what? Individual bondholders. And I'm sure we all know the story, noise here and there. But along the line, government was able to discuss with the banks, so the banks accepted, they signed. Insurance companies, they accepted, they signed. All these bodies accepted. But the individuals, some groups came together. Individuals came together to form a group that, no, they were not going to Understand? I'm sure we all know for the last 2 or 3 weeks, every day, some of the individuals who are pensioners go to Ministry of Finance to picket, to stand there around, sit, make noise that government should take them out. So that has gone on until this morning. Government says that they have finished the process for the domestic exchange. And according to the government, they said the target that they set for themselves, the 80%, they have met it. But we all know that some individuals did not sign. So government in that report, I just want to read the report, what the report says on those who did not sign. So it says that, the point 2A, it says that from the onset of the debt exchange to its closure on Friday, 10 February, the participation in the program was voluntary. What government is trying to say, and we just hope that it's true, is that it's voluntary. So I can decide that I'll keep my bond, government pay me this year. And many people have decided not to go into the program. So government is saying it's voluntary. The B, it says that having in mind that the entire process was voluntary, all throughout the exercise, government always affirmed that crucial fact that individual bondholders are free not to participate. So it says that people who decided not to participate, they are free not to do that. But people are afraid that if you are saying I should come on board and I don't come, what will happen to me? So let's read the C, which is very important. It says that, however, under the circumstances, government at the same time always make a strong but humble appeal to the bondholders to participate in the debt exchange program. It goes on to say that government, in addition, offered alternatives to encourage individual bondholders and retirees to tender in for the new bonds, which will have wider secondary market circulation. The government is grateful for those who took part in the program. Then look at the 3, very important. It says that government would like to reassure all individual bondholders who elected not to participate that your coupon payment and maturing principals, like all government bonds, will be honored in line with the government fiscal commitment. So this is where the main point is. It says that those who did not participate, who did not go to their bank to sign to the new one, if your investment is maturing this year, they'll pay it. If you are supposed to get some coupon is interest, you get it this year. So that's what government is saying, and that's the final part of the debt exchange program. For me, where I sit,
is it a good news?
It's good news for those who did not participate. So, for example, people have called me severally. People have advised some people that, okay, if you think that you are not convinced, you can go ahead and sign. I've advised some people that if you are not also convinced, don't go. So, I have people who have come to me, some did sign, some did not sign. But this particular communication is good because if you do not sign, it means that nothing changes. You are still free to enjoy your coupon or the interest that you are supposed to enjoy. Where we have difficulty, I have difficulty, is that can we really trust government when they say that they are going to pay? Because the thing is about money. If we get to the point for government to pay and the government does not have money, what will happen is that even though government may pay, it will delay. So that's what is likely to happen. People have their investment maturing this year who did not sign. If it's, for example, it's maturing 30th of April, you may not get your money on the 30th of April. It's possible. You may get it sometime maybe in May. So these are the possible things that will happen. But for me, if government goes ahead and honors what they have said, then it's good news for the financial system. Because I have said that what has happened now has created a bit of difficulty for investment in this country. Yes. People are not convinced to do investment today. I meet people every day, they call me, Patrick, what kind of investment should we do again? Because they are not convinced. And myself, I'm not convinced. Because over the years, so many years, you have been told that government investment is free, blah, even when you are doing accounting. Government of Ghana investment, you always put 0 risk. But what has happened now gives people some kind of fear that even if government of Ghana investment, government that will always be there, is not risk free. How much more a fixed deposit of a bank? How much more a fixed deposit of a savings and loan? How much more a fixed deposit of a credit union? So people are now being selective. And the danger is that if people are not going to invest, one, the banks are not going to get money to give to people as loans. That's one. Two, there will not be enough money in the financial system. People will decide to keep their monies either at home or they will invest all into assets. So assuming that every Ghanaian decides to invest in assets, it means that there will be no money in the system. What have you all say that want to go and buy lands, want to go and build houses? We build them, but there will not be money in the system. People, if you build a house, people cannot come and rent the house because they don't also have money. So that is the danger that I think and I know that government, if they want to restore confidence in investment in this country, they must engage in deliberate education. They have to invest in educating people going forward. Because if you don't do that, trust me, some banks will begin to go down, not because of the debt exchange, but because they are not getting deposit. People will just take their salaries, hit their account, they will do everything. And assuming you're a bank and deposit is your lifeblood, that's what you use to do everything. And people are withdrawing the deposit and they are not sending it to another bank, they're just keeping it at home or into something else. With time, the banking system will be affected. And that is the challenge that I think government should begin to communicate. If they are communicated and they have engaged all these groups before they introduce this debt exchange program, I'm sure by now we'd have gone far. But we're just there one day, Minister of Finance announced things that are going forward. Now, when you do that, you create a bit of panic in the system. People don't trust you again. And even when they came to you and they were negotiating, you said something today, the next moment you change your mind. President said, bondholders, individual bondholders will not be affected. The next moment they were affected. Even in the first document you brought, you stated somewhere that treasury bill can be affected with time to time. It does not give people confidence. So now, I used to share weekly update on treasury bill. Since November, I've stopped. Because I don't want to give people information and tomorrow treasury bill will be affected. My integrity is at stake. So that is the challenge that we face at the moment. But the good thing is that after all the process has ended. So we are no more going to hear tomorrow we are going to add you, tomorrow you are not part again. That process has ended. Government now should make sure they go by their word. The promise they have given us that people who have bond will receive their coupon. They should just go ahead and honor it.
All these things happen because of the IMF deal.
Just because of the IMF deal. Because if we don't do this, IMF will not give us the final approval. And trust me, if indeed they met the target and they present this to IMF today, I'm sure latest by mid of March, we should see IMF in town to sign the deal. Already, because of this full closure, let me tell you, this news that has come, it will have an impact on the Ghana cedis going forward. This thing, it will have an impact on the Ghana cedi going forward. From this week up to next week, you see the Ghana cedi will be becoming stronger. Because that's how the investors community works. People are always timing. Okay, let's wait. What will happen? What will happen? So now that they've realized that, okay, this thing has been signed, IMF is coming to town. You see that those who had bought dollars again will begin to now, okay, let's go and change. Then you see that suddenly the cedi will start gaining strength again. So that is how the financial system works. There are people who are speculators, as I said the other day. They are standing somewhere waiting. There are people that are doing the normal business. As we speak, those two people have joined together, and that's why from January, when we started the year, the dollar depreciated again. But with this news and further news of IMF coming on board, we should expect the dollar to begin to depreciate against the cedi, and that's how the system works.
Wow, this food there, it no be my food though. But what you said, can you summarize it in three, like just some 2 minutes?
Okay, so Nyambesa Mecheni said, yenye nim say aban ebe kan afi etwe mu November mu won mo say omo sika won nchen no bi won ma ontimi ntua enimini ya metwi ya mo bon enimini ya
beti ase
nti ebi won ma omo ebia afi a ewremi omo investment be macho ebia nka ebia January February no na ban say osrem ontimi ntua nti o de ko ebia afi next 2 years, next 3 years. But amount for sorry on Cedi e kase kra o Ministry of Finance amount for kun on omo ma pension omo sike nya da koto bond na ban se ti omo ka ban se otimi tia e na ban se by force omo ko sign no omo sika se omo ye nti bebre na anye ba news aba no pe ni e kire se aban se omo oman sign no se omo do person be yes debt exchange program no omo sika na omo de aban ka na ban se still obetia afiwe eni obi ande be mature afia ebesi mu nti na chese wo sike bi wo bond na bia na wo sure say oh man ko sign nti aban so ntua aban say even though one ko sign no sika na e won nchen no e brand do a obesa da ma nti na the good news aban eka niema ehu kakra ne say aban say obetia so untua no e sikasem na eka wa no ebre ni du wona aban oni sika na eche ni say bia investment na ma macho ba aban timi ntua sa sika no eda na nke so utua no nti ebitima ba say ebitima ko bia week baako week mienu
na abosom baako
nti sa na ebitima si nti we bia one sign a mem fa shi otimi say ebre na o investment no ma macho no ana say ebre say aban etua o interest no bia ni du an sa be ka pepe eso ri shi otimi say betimi akodim kakra nti ene the information na ye pese de mama for very important say obi abi hu say debt exchange no abewie jabewie no ehu nya say we nyi bebre so one sign ya fine o sign here so aban nhihye no da ma no ena going forward so o sign 5 years or 3 years or ena aban eno ebe hu nhihye.
Nice one and then mama can treat you by force. On any food though, that's his field, financial expert, Patrick Bankwa, for passing through SBTV Africa. Me, it's not my field. Mine is to bring him to educate us. So at least, that's why I say he should summarize it a bit in three. You guys, Martin, I say. So, Charlie, Patrick, thank you so much for coming. If you have any question, you can just drop it. You can also contact Patrick. He's on social media, TikTok, Facebook, Instagram, YouTube. Everywhere. Patrick
TV GH and Patrick Bankwa.
So you can also follow him if you want to ask him any question. That's it. Simple. I've done my job. Thank you so much, guys, for watching. My name is DJ Nyame. I'll thank my production team, DJ Click, Sharon Tina. Subscribe to our channel for more. I'll be bringing him more often, like every week. I'll try to bring him when something comes up. If we have any other topics to discuss, I'll bring him so that we'll talk about it. Charlie? This channel there, if you don't follow, you will lose. So make sure you tap on the subscribe, like, share, tell your friends, share to your friends. That's it, Charlie. Thank you so much. Tour. I'm out.